Well, hello, and welcome back to Neptune Fish Tarot. My name is Alicia. So, today I think I'm going to start doing weekly readings for the collective. So these are going to be bigger weekly readings. I think I'll try to put them out on Mondays, as it is today a Monday. And this will be, like I said, a little bit of a larger reading, and this will be for everyone. So just a general, overall energetic reading for the entire week. And so we'll call this from March 22nd to 28th, I guess. That works, right? So yeah. I guess we'll just get started. I pulled out some Black Moon Astrology Oracle cards and then a Wisdom of the Oracle. And for tarot today, we have the Light Seers Tarot. There it is, by Chris-Anne. So, it looks like a fairly intense reading this week. There's something really big shifting, I want to say. And I say that because we're going to start here with this first oracle card, number 44, Solar Eclipse Revolution. In tarot, I would liken this card to the Tower. This is like a solar eclipse, right? That's where the moon, covers up the sun. This is like major shakeup, right? This is like something really big happens in card 44. It shakes us right to our core. We don't see it coming. It's unexpected. It's sudden. It can be catastrophic, but I don't think it's necessarily so in this reading based on the rest of the cards as they will unfold. But I do think it's going to be perhaps uncomfortable. I think it's a message that comes in this week, or maybe a lack of a message, right? So something is going to transpire that's going to shake us up, like in a necessary way, okay? So obviously when we have the rug pulled out from under our feet, typically that's to make way for something new and better, right? Like sometimes it can be the case that we've been holding on to something for far too long and it was time for it to go anyway. Its time had passed, it was expired, it was stale, whatever. And maybe we're just holding on to it, or maybe we're sticking around, and the universe just decided to come in and help us along our path a little bit, which would be like a really positive way to look at something like this, because it's next to Aries, which that's cool, right? Because we just entered Aries season. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, okay? It's an initiating sign. It's a sign that's ruled by the planet Mars, the god of war. It's, I am, okay? It's the first house. It's our identity. It's our personality. It's our projection out into the world. It's who we think we are. It's the mask we wear, the role we play. It's who we show up as, okay? So, we're in Aries season. Spring has sprung, right? We're in the first week, and it seems kind of fitting that we have a revolution in the sign of Aries. This is who we are. So I'm thinking of the astrology right now. We do have the sun in Aries, right? And we also have Chiron, the wounded healer, in Aries right now. And that's kind of curious and pretty much telling. So I feel like the message here is, we might have something that comes up during the next week, okay? And initially, it's going to seem kind of harsh, right? Initially, it's going to seem inconvenient at the very least, maybe even painful. And it's going to feel kind of like ripping a band aid off, like it's a wound to our ego. It's a wound to our identity, to who we are in the world. Um, Maybe we identify with our title or our role. Think about it. I mean, we identify with lots of things, as being parents, as being whatever our profession is in our professional lives. We have that title, we have that place in the world, this person who we're known as. And when things come in and shake all that up, it's very destabilizing initially, right? It feels awful. It's like all of a sudden, I'm not that employee, or I'm not that parent, I'm not that student, I'm not that daughter, sister, friend, coworker, like whatever your identity is tied to. It's upsetting, right? And that kind of extends to the pain you feel from rejection. I mean, maybe this is somebody telling you no, you didn't get that job. No, I don't want to be your girlfriend. No, I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be, I don't want to hire you. I don't want to allow you to join my club. All right, whatever. Something like that, and in the moment, that's painful, right? Like initially, that's stinky. But I think we'll see in the reading that there's a gift in all of this, right? So let's shift into Sagittarius IC. So now Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius is a very optimistic energy, ruling the ninth house of travel and foreign lands, of publishing. Sagittarius is a very expansive energy. It's very visionary. Like I said, it's very optimistic. And so right now, the only planetary body that occupies Sagittarius is the South Node. And the South Node is what has gone before. So I would say there is hope and there is optimism in the situation. I think that we're going to have to slow our roll. Like, I think that our optimism and our expansion is going to be somewhat thwarted, I will say. I feel like whatever events transpire, it's going to take us some effort to see how this is going to work out, to see where this is going to expand us and to grow us, and to to see the healing it is going to take some optimism, but we have Treasure Island. And so the message really is we have to take care to realize that these are blessings, okay? Whatever this is this week, it's really a blessing. And so don't jump to too many conclusions about how much it sucks. So, depending on how you frame it, right? And depending on how you look at it, the transition from loss to gain is really only in the perspective that we take for things. So I think this is a message to keep our eye on the prize, to recognize the blessing in disguise, to understand that things are working behind the scenes. And we're entering into a new phase here. So let's get into the tarot a little bit. We have a lot of twos. We have a preponderance of twos in this reading. The Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess. We also have later the Two of Wands. And so, in the Two of Pentacles, we do see this lady, and she's kind of juggling these two pentacles. She's keeping, she's trying to keep a bunch of stuff going and maintain a balance. But we see this Knight of Swords running in, and this is where I think a message comes in, and I'm kind of perceiving this message as something painful. I don't know why, but when I laid the card down, it gave me this overall feeling like there's just something destabilizing that's coming in, and it kind of I feel like it kind of sends us kind of to our knees emotionally. I think it kind of I don't know, there's just this sense of it takes us a minute to sort of catch our breath after we get the message, and we kind of have to pull back for a minute and gather ourselves, because in this picture of the Six of Cups, so I don't know why, but it's like when you're feeling sad about something and you sort of go hang out with your animal for comfort. That's what I'm kind of getting from this situation. Something kind of unexpected comes in and it sort of cuts you like a sword, right? It sort of cuts you down and brings you to your knees, and then you're sort of nursing your wounds. And you're trying to find and gather your strength mentally. And you're trying to figure out oh my gosh, what just happened? Now what do I do? It's that kind of a scenario that I feel is happening here. And so we see the High Priestess, and she's got her eyes closed because frankly it's kind of hidden initially. Not really sure what's going to happen next. I don't I don't really know what to do. I mean, I only have so much capacity in this human brain of mine to wrap my head around the situation. And so you almost have to, it almost forces you to go in and to just ask for help, like to just ask for guidance. And here I feel like there's a little surrender, like a little emotional surrender to what has just occurred, right? Because in the Queen, then we become balanced, then we become receptive to the message, to the help, um to the healing. So then it starts to transition. Okay, we go to the feminine, and ask for some assistance, and then we get into the masculine, and this is where we pick back up with the one again. Okay, we we're gaining strength now. Okay, now we're starting to see, all right, what can we do about the situation? Where can we start to pick back up with our creative energies, with our ability to bounce back, to be this magician who has this divine potential to begin again, to begin the journey, and has all of the capacity, the tools at his disposal to create anew. Um, and here we are at the Two of Wands, back into Aries. Um, Now we are looking forward to embarking on the journey. We've got our little wands there, we've got our staves, and now we're contemplating our next move again, and we're ready to shove off on the next journey. So we kind of see, as the week goes on, um, each phase of this whole thing unfolding. And it all begins with the revolution of the sun, the eclipse. We are eclipsed out of whatever position we're in initially. But we end up in Treasure Island as the magician with the Two of Wands. So, life's a journey. Life is a journey, and I think this week being the first week of Aries, being the first week of this cardinal energy, we're going to have all kinds of opportunities to make some choices and make some decisions about where we've been and where we're going, about who we believe we are and who we see ourselves becoming. So yeah, kind of a big reading for the week, but powerful. Powerful stuff. So there it is. I hope that you have a good week. I hope that this week is not terribly painful for you, and that you're able to be creative and find solutions and navigate your way. So I'll leave it there, and yeah, I will see you guys next week with another general reading. Have a good one. Bye.